This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the Agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the agents continue to stumble along the catacombs, and this week they discover a clue. So first, talking about the RPG Superstar Kickstarter coming up, don't forget to go to kickstarter.rollforcombat.com if you want to follow along when the Kickstarter launches on August 31st. And here is the deal. Please go to kickstarter.rollforcombat.com. It will mean a lot to me, personally. That's right. I will personally thank you if you follow the Kickstarter and, of course, support it when it goes live on August 31st. This is actually very important. I'm going to tell you why. Every single Kickstarter you see right now is for 5e. And I've spoken to many of the third-party publishers, and they've all pretty much told me off the record that they're not going to be doing Pathfinder anymore. Because in their words, and this is not an exact quote, but pretty damn close, that even the largest Pathfinder Kickstarter is still smaller than the smallest 5e Kickstarter. Hence, it's not worth their time and effort. So please help prove me wrong by making this a successful Kickstarter, and not just successful, but really successful. Plus, we're doing everything in our power to make sure that you get tons of content. I'm not putting out a book and then like stuffed animals and stickers and all this other support stuff that just really adds to your shipping and that you put on your shelf and you never use again. We're putting out books, lots of books. A minimum of 3 awesome books with hundreds and hundreds of pages of stuff for your games. We're putting out monsters, we're putting out new archetypes, we're putting out new ancestries, putting out new backgrounds, new items, and the brand new monster part system. We're putting out something for everyone. On top of that, we have the Ancestries book where you get to play a dragon. That is right, Mark Steifer will go over this in extensive detail if you watch this week on how it's played on YouTube. We did an interview with Dave from How It's Played on YouTube, and we go through all this. You can find out all about the new dragon ancestry, and we can do up to 39 dragons. That's right, I found every single dragon that was ever in Pathfinder, ever, and I counted 39. So Mark can possibly write 39 ancestries. Every single dragon ever made in the history of Pathfinder you can play. And this isn't a fake dragon like a dragonkin. This is a dragon, a real dragon. A dragon that flies and breathes fire and acid or whatever you want. Yeah, you get to play that. And it's going to be balanced because it's written by Mark. And then we have our little mini adventure path that goes from levels 1 through 10. The Jewel of the Indigo Isles. It's actually not a mini adventure path. It's a 3-book adventure path. And let me tell you something. This thing is going to be amazing. And why is it going to be amazing? It's because it's really one adventure. It's going to be 3 books written by 3 authors, and those authors just happen to be Patrick Rennie, Ron Lundeen, and Linda Zayas Palmer, and they just happen to, be the 2 people who lead adventure paths over at Paizo, and then Linda who leads the online society play, and she's only writing the actual special for Gen Con. So yeah, these are the best people probably in the world to write an adventure path for Pathfinder. So we are pulling out all the stops. So really I'm getting to is that if this is successful, then we can do tons more. We can just keep adding more. And again, I'm trying to add tons of value. I'm not just hiring, like myself to do this. I'm hiring people who do this for a living at Paizo. We're making sure this thing is going to be as awesome as possible. And I'm also doing everything in my power to make sure the pricing is in line with other Paizo products. So basically, it's the same price as what you would get if you got this from Paizo. So again, if you want to have really cool products for Pathfinder, not just for me, but from other people as well, Please try to support this if you can, because it will prove that there is a viable market for Pathfinder third-party or second-party material, which is, there's a lot of good stuff coming from Paizo, and don't get me wrong, Paizo has got, the greatest stuff in the world, in my opinion, but there's a real shortage of anything cool being done by third-party people because they are putting all their efforts into 5e, and for people like myself who don't really play 5e, then I can't really get cool stuff if it's not made by Paizo. So please prove me right and show that there is a viable market for Pathfinder stuff, which will show that not only can this Kickstarter be successful, then other people will try to do the same thing. And once again, if you want to see a big preview of the books, you can go to Arcane Mark on Twitch, where we did a really nice interview with myself, Linda, and Mark, or just go to How It's Played, which is a brand new interview, which would go into the book as well as the Dragon Ancestry, and you can see that on YouTube under How It's Played with myself, Mark, and Dave. As for the Agents of Edgewatch this week, there is actually a lot going on. Even though it seems like all they've been doing is fighting, they've actually been uncovering a lot of plots. So I have a massive overview this week, just so that everyone understands how many subplots and quests and adventures and side adventures they have going on. It's a very complex dungeon. And I just wanted to get that out there so that everyone, including myself, has that all organized so you can follow along as to what is going on. Also, this week I do want to note that I did the Necklace of Fireballs wrong. It's actually one action to remove a bead and then one action to throw it. This actually happens a lot, both for myself and other people, where you think, okay, a spell costs 2 actions, so it casts a spell, which is Fireball, so it's like, okay, 1 action to take off the bead, and then 2 actions to throw and set it off, because it's a Fireball spell. The answer is actually no, it's just, 1 action to take it off, and then 1 action to throw, so it's still 2 actions, but the actions are just a little different how you do it. So that is something you should always do whenever you get a magic item that mimics a spell, is read it carefully, because this happens all the time. I actually do this quite often, where I will assume that it is the same as the spell, but there's often 1 action to take the item and then 1 action to activate. Anyhow, I'm going on way too long about Necklace of Fireball. I think you get the gist. But I will say, after this week, they have pretty much cleared a lot of the core monsters, that now they can actually start figuring out what's going on in the catacombs, and it becomes more puzzle solving and role playing than just killing. And that's just the way this works. But I'll tell you, these guys love the killing. In fact, they love fighting. They can just keep fighting day in and day out, because to them that is what they really enjoy. But there is a lot of role-playing coming up, and there's a lot of puzzle solving, because they're finally going to get past all the guardian monsters and actually get to the meat and potatoes of this catacombs. And yeah, they're still looking for the guards. Don't forget about those guys. There's a lot going on. Just listen to the recap and you realize, holy moly, there is a lot going on in these catacombs. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes. Show notes this week is really simple. First of all, again, do check out Kickstarter.rollforcombat.com. Do check out the Patreon if you want to listen to the episodes early or join us. And right now we got 3 things going on at the same time. We are playing Malevolent. We are playing 3-Ring Adventure. And we just started Book 3. So if you want to listen to us on Book 3, we have picked it back up. We took a 2-month hiatus, and now we are back and playing, and to be honest, it's really fun. I always love starting a new book, because whenever you start a new book, they're in a new area, they have new NPCs to talk to, there's new stuff to do. It's a lot of fun whenever a new book gets started. And then finally, we of course are playing Agents of Edgewatch. So that is a lot if you want to watch us play live or talk to us or chat with everyone. So check that out. $5, that's all you need. And you too can join us on patreon.rollforcombat.com. Also, don't forget, join the Discord. We have a new venture officer who is running all of our games. We'll make it a lot easier and a lot faster, and he will help you out however you need. If you want to run a Pathfinder or Starfinder Society game, you name it, he is there to help you out. And don't forget, if you get to level 10, you get a free t-shirt. And what is level 10, you say? You just post a lot, and you gain levels on our Discord channel. And if you get to level 10, you get a free t-shirt. And any t-shirt on the website, you just choose whatever you want. So there you go. Free t-shirts for everyone. Yay! That gets to level 10. That's how that works. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last we left off, you managed to track down the headquarters of a skin saw cult led by someone named the Skinner. And this cult was found deep inside the catacombs underneath the Ascension Court district. But rather than investigate the catacombs, you were told not to investigate. And in fact, the local law enforcement, the Gray Cloaks, were going to take care of it. They were going to go in there, they were going to take care of this cult and bring them to justice, and you guys can go take a little vacation and enjoy the festival. But after the initial Gray Cloaks were never heard from again, you were asked to come to the rescue, find the missing Gray Cloaks, and exterminate the Skin Saw cult with prejudice. They do not like those skin saws. They want them dead. Dead, dead, dead. Since then, you entered the catacombs, and you've encountered a large variety of monsters and mysteries. You found a long-abandoned Erodin church. You found a fresh trail leading into a very tight crack in a wall. You found a cursed headless horseman who was forced to wander these halls until you find a way to remove his curse, and you managed to defeat him, but he faded away before you can get any of his delicious gear. You found a brass box next to a broad portcullis with a mechanism of some sort that's missing a lever that fits into that slot, which you imagine might affect the portcullis in some way. You also found a makeshift tunnel near that box and the portcullis leading down. You found this treasure enclave that's protected by this powerful trap that attracts living flesh like a magnet, and you managed to, through trickery, get half of the treasure behind this enclave. You found a roper named Zittelberek, who appears to be more interested in spiritual trinkets than eating adventurers. You found a locked stairwell going down. And finally, you wandered recently through a haunted hallway where these ethereal hands were grabbing Gomez, and then Dougie yelled at them, and he scared them away, and now they're gone. As of right now, you're standing in front of a large pair of stone doors. Dougie and Lomang are in front of those doors. Gomez and Basil are very, very far away, because I don't think they want to be anywhere near the nastiness that continues to happen in this place. So, anything else you need to know, because that is a lot that has happened in a very short period of time.
I don't think so. I would entreat Gomez and Basil to get in closer.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
But we initially laid back because of the trap, but we can come. I suppose we can come up now.
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
Yeah, I disabled the trap in the last episode, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you yelled at them, and then the spiritual hands did the jitterbug and left. And Dougie officially said, "This house is clean."
Yeah, this hallway is clean.
There you go.
This hallway is clean.
And Gomez is a little injured too, by the way. It looks like everyone else is okay, but Gomez took a little bit of damage. And in this place, a little bit of damage can mean death. So I don't know what you want to do.
You should do the medicine.
Chris Beamer is playing Lomang, an orc tiefling monk of the crane style.
Oh no. Yeah. You know, we did a hand wave, didn't we?
Well, I always do the hand waves for the medicines if you're going to just spend like 10,
I don't
minutes.
think he actually may have changed his character.
No, he just took damage. This just happened last episode. So he just
How far down is he?
20.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he has 69. He's done the.
If I do the
49.
DC 20 assurance roll, that almost certainly would get him back up.
Well, it's automatic. I mean, and assurance is automatic.
And it says 2d8 plus 10, so
Yeah.
even an average roll would get him back.
Yep. I mean, you could just do that. Not worry about it.
All right, I'll do that then.
What was the status with our dark vision?
I had it.
I know we went through at least one scroll, but I think we kind of eschewed it for a while.
No, you're up to your second one now, because.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's been 2 hours. You're up to the second hour. Where I think you were not doing it, but now you're in an area that's dark, so you have to do it. So I'm having you on the second scrolls. So what is that? 12 plus 22.
22 healing. Yep.
So Gomez, someone healed you for a change. How about that?
Nice.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
So what is that? Am I at max? What's
Yeah,
my
you're at
max? What
max.
the
You were
hell?
down 20, and you were just healed
Alright.
22. And you're like, ooh, what is this healing? What is it like when someone else heals me? I'm not used to that. It's a weird feeling.
I'm not used to it.
All right, are we ready to proceed? Because I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's throw those doors open.
All right, so we're going to check for traps on these doors. That is for sure. After we listen.
He loves to listen. That's his favorite thing.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to make the comment, the obligatory, completely irrelevant listening check.
Well, you
But
listen.
I have a high perception.
You do, and you
I have
listen
a high perception.
very carefully, and you hear something.
Oh my god.
You hear a slurping, sucking sound.
That can't be good.
I tell everybody about the slurping, sucking sound.
You hear it's coming from the northeast. That's what it sounds like.
Could be anything.
All
but
right,
it's definitely
that's
not gonna be
Lomang's side.
friendly.
That's good.
You wanna, Dougie, let's switch spots.
Do the old 1, 2, 3.
No, I like my
and,
spot.
And then Lomag runs in, and Dougie's like, "We're gonna go in at the same time. 1, 2, 3." And
I'm
then
going
Dougie,
on 4.
Dougie doesn't go in. Lomag runs in.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of much.
All
So,
right. Well, okay. So let me see if I have any knowledge.
Exploration mode.
If I got the knowing and the doing. All right. So I have
Do you have?
dungeoneering. I
It doesn't
don't have
exist
anything.
anymore. Really.
I have nothing. I have no knowledge.
Yeah, you have no.
I have
knowledge.
religion. That's
Yeah.
about.
All right,
Okay,
everyone
well,
get
the
ready.
religion could tell you that this might be leading to a crypt of some sort. There seems to be a lot of crypts in this dungeon, if you noticed. In this Arodin church. So this is probably leading to a nice big crypt.
We're on a
All right.
search
So
and destroy
one question:
mission,
Is this
so-
is it a constant, repetitive sucking sound, or is it more organic? Where it's
Organic.
Okay. We got monster ahead. So if
All
you got your buffs, haste buffs or something like that,
Nope.
might be a smart
Nope.
thing to
Nope,
cast
got 'em.
them right before we open. Okay, and I check for traps.
No traps. I presume, does everyone have their weapons hot? Basil has his
Yeah.
arrow knocked.
I have my
Yeah, I get the
crossbow
bow
ready.
ready for this
I have
one.
the crossbow ready.
My
Really?
Yeah,
Crossbow ready. I'm impressed.
I like crossbow.
Mongosh and rapier.
Mongosh Raipia. Yeah. Okay.
And I assume these are not trapped, so I
Not
try to Are they open?
Oh, they can be open, correct.
Oh, so they're open. They're not.
Well, no,
locked.
they're unlocked.
unlocked.
They're unlocked.
Okay, we're gonna unlock. We're gonna open them.
Open. Are you gonna
Yep.
do breach, breach, breach?
Execute. Open. Oh, ooh.
This 10-foot wide hallway forms a ring. Exiting the ring are a large pair of stone doors to the south, which is where you are. And you see to the west another entranceway that seems to be covered in rubble. Just north of this cave-in, a narrow hollowed out tunnel in the 20-foot tall ceiling also indicates the potential point of egress. So you see this ring that's going around, so it's basically a very large circle.
Right.
And with your very sharp eyes, you see on the ceiling a big black ball of goo
Oh no.
that is waiting for you. And when you open up the door, the goo reacts.
Oh
And it goes-
no!
Was it eating something?
Roll for
Oh
combat!
no!
Well, it's going to eat you. So, Dougie is first. Now, this black goo is enormous. It is, holy moly. Is that right? Is it actually huge? Wow, it is huge. 15 by 15. So it's taking up most of this hallway. The ceiling is 20 feet high. So it is taking up the top all the way down to like your chest is a big blockage of black goo hanging down. What do you do?
Oh boy.
Now, let me remind you, closing the door is only one action. I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's close the door and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Dougie's going to close the door,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, big black goo.
All right,
So-
that's one action.
These guys know.
Second action.
Let's see. I'm going to get into position. I'm sure they're going to fall back behind me. Let's see. Hold on. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one,
He's running
2,
down
3,
the
4.
hallway behind Basil and Gomez.
Okay.
Oh, he's running all the way down the all the way
No.
down the
I'm
hallway.
not going to. I'm running.
You're not
I'm
running. You're taking point from the rear with the gear.
Yeah. I mean,
Good job.
that's what closing the door doesn't do. Actually,
Uh-huh.
you know what? I'm going to stay here. Well, man, what are you going to do?
Well,
Is
we'll
your-
see. That's my turn.
God.
All right, Lomang, it's your turn.
Jesus.
So you're just gonna
Dougie
stay
is
there?
standing still. He's
Well,
standing
I'm going
still.
to stand here because you wouldn't answer my question. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run back. I'm not gonna stand where this thing can creep under the door.
Well, then that's what I'm going to do. I
Okay,
mean,
I'll let you
alright,
both run
so-
back. Run back to where you're going to be.
But wait, first though, can I make some kind of knowledge check? I don't think I necessarily have the skill. I have nature though. I do have nature. I don't know if that'll work.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you do. It's actually occultism, but
I have
Let's
occultism.
see.
I do have occultism. I just got it.
yes, you know what that is. You are positive that that is black mold. And that black mold is relatively safe as long as you don't breathe it in or go anywhere near it. You should be totally fine.
It says black pudding on the turn order, but
But you think it's black mold. You're like, that's not, although it's sometimes called black pudding by others. You've heard that term, but you think that what you saw was black mold.
oh, it's black mold we have. I'm gonna retreat. Let's see what happens if it follows us.
oh, you're going that far. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going that far. I was
Well,
going this
Dougie,
far.
you go. Okay.
We are slow.
All right. You just hear from behind the door, you hear a it's kind of like mucking, like a sound. But nothing happens. Those stone doors are strong so far. What do you do, Basil?
I didn't see it. Otherwise, I would try an expeditious inspection. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna back up. I'm gonna back up behind the cool kids.
And Gomez, you're all by yourself. Why don't you go open the door and see what happens?
I am also trained in the occult. Did I
did not see
I
it, though.
experience the creature enough to know? No, I
No,
didn't.
you didn't see it. You have to actually
Black mold.
put your eyes on it. Gomez knows enough that he's never heard of black mold. He's heard of
Yellow mold.
yellow mold, which is really bad. So if this is black mold, that's going to be way worse because yellow mold can kill you by just inhaling it like really quickly.
I'll move over here.
Where's here?
I'll move next to Basil, behind everybody, in the corner, away from
Yes.
everyone, away
Anybody
from
who
everything.
can't see the dungeon, Low Man pulled back far enough so that nobody can move behind him. So that's the positioning.
He's up against the wall.
Yeah, he's
Max
moving
range.
the
Yeah,
max,
he's max
range,
range.
My
possible.
crossbow. Yeah, my crossbow doesn't work if it's too close. So.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Dougie, you're up.
I'm
All right.
holding
Hold the line.
to see if this thing is.
Low man, hold. What do you do?
All right, I think I'm going to run up, open the door, and run back because I think we can. I think this thing is slow, so I think we can peg it from range and see how that goes. And maybe we can lead it over to where the roper is, and have them fight.
I mean, that's a good idea.
All right, so I run up to the door again.
What's your movement?
50,
Holy moly!
I believe. No, 45. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's gonna take
Hold on.
2 movement to get to the door. You're gonna have to. Yeah, you can't quite get there.
All right, well I'll move.
Not in 1 turn.
All right,
You're moving up to the door. You're getting
I'm
ready.
moving up to the door. I'll get ready. Yep.
Okay, Lomang, you are right next to the door.
I
and
hear
you
it.
see and feel, and like little rocks are like coming from the corners of the door as this thing is trying to push through the stone doors to eat you.
Hmm.
But how's
It's
the
just
lady do?
mold.
Just
More
mold. Don't
afraid
worry
of
about
us.
it.
It's more afraid of us than we are of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ready an action to shoot an arrow if the door comes open.
Guys, what are you gonna do?
I am going to.
Is there a feather token you can use for this?
Yeah, so the thing is, like, I kind of am. I don't want to use resources. I have to conserve because, like, I'm spending things and I need to save money. I need to save things. I'm gonna delay until after Lomang, which is to say after the black mold, quote unquote.
Dougie, what do you do?
I'm going to delay also until after Lomang opens the door.
Lo Mang, you are up.
Okay. So this is what I want to do. All right. So what I want to do: spend one action to open the door, and then I'm going to use one of my new key abilities, which is called Key Rush, and blast my way back down to where I was before in one move. I can move 90 in one move, and I look like a blur.
What does Key Rush do?
I move like a blur.
You move like Wile E. Coyote? Or
Yes,
the Roadrunner, the other one.
The road- yes. So Key Rush is accelerated by your key. You move at such speed you become a blur. Move 2 times, 2 strides, 2 steps, 1 stride, 1 step in either order. You gain concealed condition during this movement until the start of your next turn.
Oh, man. So, please note the audience. This ability lets you run away twice as fast and then hide.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
everybody twice as has to be concealed.
Was designed for Chris Beamer.
Yeah, this is Lomang all over.
Yes, Key Rush. I summon the power of my key so I can run away
Jeez.
fast
But you run away fast and hide!
and hide. All right, so I do that. So I open the door and I...
He feels no shame.
how fast
He
he
feels
runs away.
no shame at all.
And I can shoot it, actually. I have an action still. Because that took one action, the key. And does it get an
That's
attack?
right.
Does it get an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Doesn't
That's why I
have
did that, just in case. And I'll
Okay,
attack.
you open up the door. In front of you is a large, bulking mass of black. Doesn't look like mold.
Looks like
looks
chocolate
more
pudding.
like looks like a pudding of some sort. A custard, if you will. You know, something you would
Molds
eat.
look like that. It's definitely a mold.
It's definitely a mold. I wouldn't worry about it. Just don't breathe it in. All right, shoot away.
All right, here we go. Where is it? Over here. +1 striking crossbow.
22. Excellent job.
All
You
right.
hit it, and
Piercing.
the crossbow bolt goes into the black pudding, and instead of doing damage, it seems to have cut it in twine.
Oh, no.
What?
Did it get smaller, though?
No. Now there's 2 of them. Let me just do some maths. So you managed to split it in 2. Good job, Lo Mang. Your crossbow bolt did exactly as intended.
Ugh.
So let's take that. Okay, hold on.
I think Gomez, we need to know what this is.
Dougie is up, or Gomez can go. I mean, you guys can go
Well,
in the order.
I had a ready to action, but then
Oh.
again, I kind of want to abandon it.
You can abandon your ready action. You don't have to
Can
fire.
I do an expeditious inspection? Since that's a free action. Or do I have to do the ready action?
I think you have to do the ready action.
No, you don't have to do it. You can abandon it. It gives you the opportunity to use a reaction. That's what it does. And so your reaction would be to do that.
But you can't swap it out for some other action.
No, you can't swap it out, but I'll give you that. I'll give you it because you were ready. And I'm going to be kind of nice and say, oh crap, I'm not firing. I think I might know what that is. Oh,
Also,
yeah.
I think we dealt with some of this with the yellow ochre jelly, too.
You know that is a black pudding, and this thing. The good news is it's pretty slow, but the bad and really easy to hit. The bad news is it's immune to acid, critical hits, piercing, slashing, type of damage you guys usually do.
Ooze
And when you,
properties type
yeah,
things,
yeah. And when you do piercing or slashing, it splits in half. And you can just have hundreds of these everywhere, and they don't get any smaller. So now you got 2. Half the amount of hit points in each. So go for it. Oh, they're made out of acid too, by the way. So if they touch you, you burn up. And your clothes and your armor and your weapons fall apart too. Go.
Well, if it can split in half, then it can die. Gomez, do you want to go? Yeah, actually, you should go since you'll probably shoot before I move in.
No, there's no more shooting.
Well, Gomez will do
Well,
Oh, he's gonna shoot.
To start with, I am trained in the occult, and I am also an expert in disgusting cuisine. So if there's anybody who should know anything about black puddings that move around,
Nice.
it should be me. So what do I know anything extra bonus about black?
Like, what do they? Like, is fire good against them, or hold, or electricity?
Oh, electricity is so good against them.
Nothing is good against them except bludgeoning, not piercing, not precision, not slashing, not visual, not criticals, and not acid. None of those work.
Fireworks
Say
and
fire or lightning, though.
Yeah, fire and lightning.
Fire and lightning works great against them.
Okay, so let's do lightning, and there's a radical tactic, which is we engage the splitting, and we split it up, and it's a whole bunch of low hit point things, and then I burn them all with an area effect burning.
I love it.
The AOE, yeah.
Yeah, so that's an idea for the future. For right now, I electric arc because now there's 2 of them. I'll hit them both. How about that?
Nice job. I like that.
Yes.
What is the distance of your electric arc?
That's a good question. If necessary, it's 30 feet more because I can extend it.
You have to spend an
Extension.
action to recall knowledge.
That's right. It's 3 actions. 1 action I extend it. 2 actions cast it. I'll
No,
do
but
that.
you recall knowledge on the black pudding. That's an action.
Oh, that's
you
an
only
action.
have 2. Yeah, you only have 2.
All right, so let's fight. So let's see how far away is it?
You may need to get into position too. You probably can't even see the second one, or maybe you can. I don't know.
Nah, he can see it. It's fine. He can definitely see it from where he is.
Yeah, it's range 30 feet. 1 or 2 creatures, both of them 30 feet. How far away is it?
One
That
is
is
45
50.
feet, and the other one is 60 feet.
That's too far away.
Fireball! That'll work.
Yeah, I'd
yeah,
rather do
yeah.
fireball for that. Like when there's more of them per that plan, and also it's hard. It's like I'd rather not use resources. I'm actually my slots are getting low. Let's look at this. That's 30 feet too. You know what? I'm gonna not attack right now. Instead, I'm going to take out 2 scrolls. I'm going to take out hydraulic push, and I'm going to take out snowball.
Dougie's up.
Damn. That's as far as I can go. Can I hit them at this range? I cannot. That is a big bummer.
Yeah, like how fast that thing moves. Maybe you want to wait for it to come to us.
Yeah, I think because I have to spend 1 action to change my weapon to bludgeoning. I'm gonna change it to I guess a single-handed maul.
Yeah, so why don't you do that in prep? Just let it come to us.
Yeah, so you can turn your weapon into a maul.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm actually going.
Well,
to...
not a maul, but we have it I think we have it.
Yeah,
covered.
whatever the two.
We
Yeah.
had it I forgot what it was, but you have the same amount of damage. It just does bludgeoning.
I'm gonna move here so that we can possibly. I don't want just 2 people hitting it if possible. Like if we
So
engage
you're going
it
into
here.
a V formation, I see.
Well, I'm standing here. I'm sure everyone will move to different places when time goes,
Okay.
and that's what I'm gonna do.
Wait, how did I get skipped? I thought I was right after Dougie.
There's, like,
we
delaying
went
and stuff
after
that
you.
happened.
No,
No,
we
they
went
went
after
after
you.
you. You
Oh,
went,
right,
then
right,
Gomez.
right,
They
right.
rearranged
That's
themselves.
right.
Yeah, and
So now
puddings
the
go.
black pudding will go. And what is its movement? It has a movement of
Please don't. Please. Oh no. 2.
1 action, 2 actions, and as a 3rd action, it extends out its pseudopod to hit Dougie.
Ugh.
Does a 33 hit you?
Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a 27 initial armor class. So you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of acid damage. 22 points.
Ouch.
Now, here's the thing. Whenever you get hit with it, your armor and clothing take the acid damage. Now, I believe your armor has a hardness above 6, so you don't have to worry about it yet. But you can see the acid is starting to burn into you.
So I shouldn't take 22. I should take 16.
No, you take 22,
Okay.
and the acid will also do damage to your equipment.
Oh,
and
okay.
armor.
All right.
It does. It's lovely, this creature.
Okay.
Now the other black pudding goes right behind it. Now they are squeezed, so they're going to be much easier to hit, by the way. Basil is up.
Well, he kind of got it trapped, which is good.
I'm going to take the larger middle 66 fireball off my necklace of fireballs
One action,
and chuck it right between the two of them.
2 actions, and 3 actions. It's actually the same thing. Ooh, fireball. So that will be for you.
Nice.
Somewhere
Look at that.
right there. Or do you want to
your
have Dougie
face.
in it? Here, actually, you can get all you. How about that? How about that? Do you want to get all you guys in it? Look at that. I think that's a good place.
I'd prefer
Oh,
to not
okay.
have us in it.
Basil, come on.
That's a good place.
Sauce for the goose.
I'm feeling a little chilly, so yes, I would enjoy it.
Okay, why don't we just do this the old-fashioned way? What is your DC? What's your normal spell DC? It's the same for any consumable items, so... Okay, so your basic reflex saving throw is 23, so that is what they need to hit. Okay, so black pudding, the first one in front will have to do it. Misses, and the second one needs to do it. Misses. So they both miss. Roll your damage.
That's
Sweet.
good.
21 points of damage. Not bad.
It's not terrible, yeah.
Times 2.
It's a little bit over average. I mean, average would be like 18 or 19.
Is that on each one?
Yes, each one takes
That's
really
great.
it's 42 points of damage, which is quite nice. Low mang. Big old
that's
pudding.
3 actions.
That's 3 actions because it's 2 to throw the fireball. You're up.
All right.
Wooden pops.
Crane stance. Move up to that. And
Okay.
let's bludgeon it. Use my crane wing.
Okay, you're walking up towards it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oof! 16 points of damage, hitting that pudding. Boing! Bounces off. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's breaking that pudding apart. 32
Nice.
would have been
Oh wait, that's
critical,
minus
except
5,
for
so it's actually 27. Yeah.
they're immune to critical, so you do not get the critical sound because
I don't, but does
They,
it?
they're
But
immune.
can I stun it? No, I cannot because I don't have that anymore.
You don't have stunning fist, so you
I don't.
cannot stun it.
And my turn is over.
Their turn's over. You did 25 points of damage.
All right.
And you feel a little bit of burn, because you're like, ooh, ow, ow, acid, ow, ow.
I have
ow,
Toad technique though. My Toad technique makes it so I don't feel anything. It's Iron Skin.
ow. Okay, Toad.
Yes,
Gomez,
Toad.
you're up. Gomez. You're up.
Now I electric arc to both of them. Boom.
There you go.
Okay. And reflex. Here we go. The lower one fails. Fail. They both fail. They
Fails.
both take
Nice.
13 points of damage each. Zap, zap, zappa, zappa, zap. Gomez. They're in front of you. They are looking at
Dougie,
you.
you.
Dougie, you mean?
Sorry,
right?
Gomez. Sorry, Dougie.
Dougie.
They're excited. I'm just so excited for Gomez because he did such a good job. Oh wait, you had one more action left. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Gomez. You had 2 actions. To
Oh, that's
cast the
true.
spell.
I do have 1 action left.
Actually, it's not true because you need one. If you're holding 2 scrolls, unless you're holding one.
Yeah,
hand, you
yeah,
need one
yeah.
hand
Do I
free.
need a
You need 1 hand for you to always cast
Uh,
the spell. So.
right?
Always.
And was the second one farther than 30 feet? Do I have to extend it?
Yes, the second one is farther than 30 feet.
Yeah, so
you
I
have
had to extend it anyway.
So you are done.
All right. Dougie is going to step forward 5 feet and hit it with. Oh, you know what? No. Oh, let's see.
You're making it so complex.
I am. I think I can do this in 1 action. This is. I forget the name of the not double slice. Oh god, skirmish strike. Okay, I'm gonna step and attack in one action.
All right. Step forward and attack. All right, you have that skirmish thing that allows you to move and attack.
Yeah,
In
skirmish strike.
one action.
And I'm just gonna attack with the rapier. Fine.
Yeah, the rapier, it will convert because I have...
Okay.
It's the same damage for both. And if you see, I have it listed.
Nice! I got a critical hit, a natural 20. Hooray! What
Nice.
perfect timing.
Yes, except for 1 point.
I know.
Boom! It's actually a light mace. That's what it converts into. So you're doing a light mace. Light mace does a little bit different damage, but you did maximum damage as 14 points of damage using the light mace. Good job. Boosh!
All right, I'm going to attack again. Oh, you know what? I hit the wrong one. That's minus 5.
It doesn't matter if you still hit it. These things are
Okay.
incredibly easy to hit. And you do
Alright.
13 points of damage. Now, I have good news and I have bad news for you.
Give me. Oh, that must be the good news.
That's good news.
Good news
What's
is
the
you-
bad news? What happens to my gear with the acid?
You give me a reflex save.
I will give you that.
Or you're trying to extricate the weapon from... Ooh,
Oh God, really? I roll a 2.
you fail.
Oh,
Trying
jeez.
to get the acid off your weapon, and it's starting to eat your weapon. Oh no!
What are my actions? What are my possibilities for how? Like, what are my options of clearing the acid off my weapon? How do I?
You make your reflex save. This is
okay.
an automatic thing. So you take 7 points of damage on your weapon. So let me see. Your weapon is what was it? Scimitar?
Light
Scepter?
mace.
Rapier. Well, right now it's a light mace. Yeah.
I'll still call it rapier. All right. Someone else want to look up the hardness? The patrons or someone else want to look up what the hardness is on weapons? Because I'm just I don't think it doesn't break your weapon, but it might do some damage to it, and you'll have to get it repaired later. And if this keeps up, you might lose your weapon. So,
All right.
because I think it's a little bit above that. I think the hardness of it is like 6 or something. Now it also has some runes on it. I think it gives it a +2. I think your weapon is mostly safe, but that's like one of the main things. So anyhow, you hit the black pudding, and I will say that it sort of dissolves into a puddle, so you can kind of go through it. Although it's a little acidy. And that one's dead. But now the second one goes, and the second one's like, I'm just going to go right over my buddy, and I'm just going to
I
eat
have
him
an action
and
left.
absorb him. What?
I have an action left.
Oh, you have an action left?
Yes, I did skirmish strike, which is only one action.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
So
I
two
know
actions
a
left.
party member who doesn't use weapons,
Mhm.
and I'm going to
I use wrap weapons
I'm going to
sometimes.
move over here away from him. No, you don't use weapons. You can
I use a
take
crossbow.
acid. I don't want to lose my armor and weapons. Okay, that's my third action.
Okay, so you moved and skirmish strike, attacked, and then moved away. Got it. Okay, now black pudding number 1 sort of dissipates. Black pudding number 2 goes over its body and sort of absorbs it, and you're like, that is disgusting. And there's only one thing in front of it, and that is Lo Mang. Lo Mang, does a 21
but-
hit you?
No, and I'm going to use the crane flutter if it attacks a second time, which I assume it will.
And it attacks a second time. Does a 30 hit you?
It does, even with the improved AC. How much damage?
28 points of
Oh
damage.
God!
23 bludgeoning, 5 acid. The acid is burning through your clothes. Your pantaloons are on fire or on acid. Dude, don't put your clothes on acid. That's really not good. for the clothes.
That's acid wash jeans. That's what I'm wearing.
That's true.
That's true.
Now, I have good news and I have bad news, as usual. You know what the news?
I see
I'll
another
just
one.
tell you the news. There's another one!
Oh, great!
And it's also coming down the mountains. Coming down the mountain where she comes.
No. I like this runaway plan a lot, actually.
Basil, you're up.
It works when they're
I'm
slow.
going to drop my bow as a free action.
Okay.
I'm going to take out my staff of fire, and I'm going to blast the one in front of us with produce flame.
That's not fair.
It's yeah.
Okay. So, you attack of 19 on the one in front of you. Is that what you're doing? Well, guess what?
I guess so.
You hit because they have the crappiest armor class known to mankind.
It's basically like shooting at the floor.
They're so easy to hit. You hit it, and pieces of it burn away. Ah! I'm melting. What a world!
Right.
What a world! All right, you're up, low, man.
Move up there. Let's do the brain strike.
23. You hit. Hit again.
Nice.
25 points of damage.
You know what? Should I go for the third time? Is the charm? I think so.
Oh yeah. When they're that easy to hit, this is the time to do it.
Nice.
Well, you have to take a step. Oh, you're doing your fear. Yeah, you're doing the whole thing. You
Right.
hit again. 9 points.
And that should do it, right? 1 action, 2 action, 3 action. Done.
Almost dead. Look at that. He's like, you keep hitting him. Boof, and you're like avoiding the acid from burning you. Although
It's like punching the heavy bag.
Yeah, your clothes look really, really.
A heavy bag full of
bad.
pudding.
Your
How do
clothes.
I
You're gonna have to
clean
get
that?
some new clothes, by the way, when you go into town. Gomez, you're up.
I like the produce flame idea. I'll do it myself.
Cheater.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah.
Nice.
The young people producing their flame everywhere.
Ha!
All right. Well,
Look
you
at that.
produce the flame, and you're like, "Oh man, it died too easy." But there's another one coming down the hall. Everyone's coming to eat Lomang.
Well,
I'll
maybe
use my
run
last
away.
action to take 1 step back.
Something maybe
What?
running away.
He's stepping back. Dougie, now here's the thing. We've looked it up and we found it. So, basically, let's see, like a sword has a hardness of 5 and 20 hit points and a breakness of 10. So that means if you had 7 points of damage, your sword now has 2 points of damage on it.
Should be heavier for a mace though.
It's the same thing. It's
Oh,
iron
really?
or steel.
It's just
basic-
it's the material.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's chain, steel shield, sword. It's an example. So you have steel. And so for steel, that's what it is.
And it's not any harder because of the runes. The
I don't know.
plus.
If someone wants to look up the runes.
I can't believe that a high
think it
level
actually
weapon
adds a
has.
little bit to it, if
Yeah,
So if Action Jackson wants to look it up.
that
So-
stuff is actually. I've looked it up. It's actually.
Oh, you said
not
9
really
for steel?
accessible.
9 is for iron steel armor. Thin steel, like weapons are considered kind of thin steel. So we're gonna look that up for you, Doug.
Even a mace or a hammer where it's like got a heavy end to it. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not trying to over lawyer this, but
No, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do something in between. Right now it's between 9 and 5, so I'll give you the 7. So I'm gonna give you a hardness of 7. It's not quite armor, but it's not quite a thin sword. So you're gonna be in the middle. So I'll give you a 7 hardness, which is actually pretty good. So nothing has happened to your weapon.
Do I have to make a reflex save to stop those weapons from deteriorating? in
No,
my
it's a
armor?
one-time thing.
Okay.
One time.
Okay.
But every time
Well-
you get hit,
Yeah.
you might take damage to your armor.
Definitely putting.
And Lomang's like already naked, by the way. Like Lomang's like his armor, everything's almost dissolved. The only thing left is his runes
God, I
and a
can't-
little bit of his dignity, and that's it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put my weapon away. That's one action. I have 2 fists because
2 fists.
you know what? A vest
Okay.
is never unarmed.
That's the wrong game. Okay, go.
That's correct.
And I'm going to just
I saw you punch stuff early on in your career.
move
he's
here.
got
Yeah,
Dougie has the soul of a Vesk.
yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna move there. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, you got a little line going. Black pudding goes.
Blobby, 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 blobby.
1, 2, and with this last action,
I'm using my crane flutter.
21. It hits you.
Wait, hold on. What did it get?
21.
Damage.
Wait,
It
wait,
got a
wait.
31.
No, mine
Oh,
is
31.
Yeah, that hits.
I know. 13 points
How
of
much?
damage 13. Sorry, 23.
13?
23. 2-3. Made a mistake.
Okay.
23 points of damage.
You're dyslexic, Steve.
I am.
Tonight you are.
Tonight I am a little.
Are you tired? Did you get up early?
It's really hot in my room. That's why.
Okay.
I can't have the fan on, and it's like right at that level. It's not too hot, not too cold, so I keep the window open, and it's just like warm, So, Basil, you're up, and Basil, you see something. That's odd.
What do I see?
Pray tell, Basil. Tell us, what did you see?
You see a rather large stone stick that looks like the size of a short sword that is poking out of this pudding at irregular intervals.
That looks like treasure.
Interesting.
What's that mean, irregular intervals?
Like as it's moving, you see it like poke out and like go back in. It's
okay,
like, boop,
yeah.
And the acid rain
Oh,
destroy it, so it must be something nice.
In the short term, have some produce flame.
in the short term, eat my flame. Eat my belly. 15 points of damage.
Suck flame
Good
pudding.
news is you get it, because you could like close your eyes. You can just like watch this, guys. You close your eyes and put out the flame, and it just kills it. Just hits it.
And
Doesn't
with
kill it.
my superfluous third action, I will cast shield just for something to do.
Lomang, you're up. Lomang's
here
not
we
looking
go.
too good. Lomang's, dude, man, stop getting
Not
hit by the
looking great.
acid. It's just eating you away. It's
Well.
like got a little loincloth left. That's it.
Move,
Little
attack.
wounds on the loincloth. Yeah, moving up. Oh, here we go. Mano a mano. 16 points of damage. Boom!
All
You
right.
hit it. Man, every one of these would have been crits.
Let's do it again.
Every single
I
one.
know.
Every single one. Look at that. You hit again. Oof. 15
I
points
think
of damage.
I think I have to run away now.
Yeah, get out of there. Pull back.
Pull back. You don't want to be. You don't go mono.
You can't do any good up there anymore.
Toe
Run
a
over there.
toe. You're running. Oh my God! Did you run away? You're near
Remember,
the roper.
I have that healing aura on me, Lomang. Remember, I have that healing aura on me.
I know you. Oh, you do have.
It might be
healing
worth
aura?
it just to use it because everybody's going to forget it. Like you touch me, you get healed.
I forgot. There it is. I
What?
forgot to put
I
it on
forgot
you.
about that. What
is
is
the
that?
little healing
What does
aura.
that do exactly?
Yeah, I know. It's like you might as well use it because we're going to forget it.
If you
What
touch
is it
him,
again?
you get healed.
Really?
I will.
Yeah.
I will put it
It's
in.
like a game of tag.
The
Touch him,
Vital
like, if I-
Beacon. If you touch him,
But
the
you get
first
healed by
time
how
someone
much?
tags him, 4d10.
Oh,
The second person who touches him gets 4d8. The third one gets 4d6. And the last one gets 4d4. Now, Gomez, stop
I'm
touching
gonna move
yourself.
here then. Can I move?
You don't
there?
want to accidentally heal yourself. Stop touching yourself.
I mean, I don't have an action to touch him, but I can.
Can a
move
single
there.
person
No,
hit
no.
him more than once?
Yes. Every time you touch
Okay.
him, but it takes
Okay,
an
so
action.
that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna touch you next turn.
Okay, and by the way,
Bad touch.
Goblin Scuttle. When an ally ends adjacent to you, take a step as a reaction. I'm gonna take a step back.
Nice.
Goblin
I
Scuttle.
like that.
Scuttle,
It's like-
scuttle, scuttle.
it's like
scuttle,
the,
scuttle, scuttle. I'll take yet one more step back.
You just have to be
Everyone's running away.
fast. You don't have to be faster
guys
than
are
the
so
monster.
silly.
You just have to be faster than me. And you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're up,
All right.
though, Gomez. It's your full turn.
Yeah, you want
Kill
to
it
shoot
with
it
fire
with flame.
is awesome. I am going to kill it with fire. I produce that fire and I try to kill him with it.
Another produce flame. That thing is
Nice.
an
Another
oldie
hit,
goodie.
and it does damage. Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. 33 points. Sorry, 17 points. I keep looking at the wrong number. You hit with a 33. You do 7 points of damage. You are done. Dougie, you are up.
All right.
Finish it. Flawless.
Moving
victory.
in. And I'm going to punch it. And that's just a 27.
Oh, yeah, you totally missed. I'm kidding.
Oh, did I? Oh,
No,
good.
you do damage. You hit it. You can never. Has anyone missed? The only thing you're going to miss with is a
Yeah,
natural
everybody's
one.
been rolling in the 30s, though. This is,
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so-
it's the easiest monster to hit. You're rolling in the 30s.
All
When
right,
it really
and my,
counts, you're going to be rolling 2s.
Second attack is going to be a fist.
Okay, fist boy. Oh, I
I roll a
spoke Too soon.
I found a way. I found a way.
Miss. You somehow missed.
Natural one.
Are you gonna stay there?
That's on my. I'm done.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Now things get really bad. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Take 20 points of damage. First action.
Damn.
Second action. It will grab you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Third action. It starts to absorb you and constrict you.
Wait, is the grab automatic?
Yes, it's an action. The way it works is that it hits you and then it spends one action. It's just automatic, so it's a grab, so it takes its second action to grab you. The third action is it grabs you, and you can give me a fortitude save to try to resist the grab damage and see how much you take.
Hey, I got a 20.
That's
Wonderful.
Not natural 20.
I rolled an
Modified
8 for a 20.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of acid damage. So as it is squeezing you and eating you alive like the blob, you take 14 points of damage.
Stop screwing around, guys.
Yeah, so
Basil, you're
need to
up.
Heal. Think about healing, or just kill it.
All right, light him up again.
You hit. 12 points of damage. Okay.
I'm also going to get. So I'll get my sword cane ready. So I have my staff in the offhand and the sword cane in the main hand. So if he gets closer, I can actually start beating him with the sword cane with the sheath on, so it's bludgeoning.
Got it. Oh man, you just saw.
I like that you're gonna cane it. I like you're gonna cane it.
You just saw Dougie get absorbed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm reluctant now to heal. I think I need the actions to run away more,
Dude.
or just to kill it more.
I'm not telling you how to play, but you might want to help your
So
friend.
not surprised.
That's all I'm saying.
If you say that, I'm going to run further away. I'm going to help myself.
Fair enough.
All right, here we go.
Fair enough.
I'm going to try.
Oh, you ran
I'm
up
gonna try
to
kill
it? Okay, you ran up.
Yeah, I ran up to it. Yeah.
Boom!
Larry.
12 points of damage.
Oh no!
Guess what?
That's
Boom! You hit it
hit?
with a 14,
Wow.
13 points of damage. Yeah.
And it's still alive, huh?
Yeah, it's still half.
One more
alive,
hit and it's
half
dead.
No,
You know
it's
what?
like
No,
half
no.
Don't worry, you got Gomez and Dougie following
Yeah,
you.
no guts, no air metal, as they say. So I will do a third attack at -8, and I hit. Yes, nice.
I know. The funniest thing is this would be your dream monster because you can't miss it unless you're Dougie. You can't miss it.
I get so
This is
many
just-
attacks on
just
it. I would get
wham, whamble, bam, boom, 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 boom. Just keep like punching this thing.
why won't you die?
You just like it's like a big
I
old
didn't.
punching bag. You just keep hitting it, boom, boom, boom. Acid splashing everywhere. You feel your nether regions burning because man, you got no clothes left. Gomez, you're up. Don't hit
I
Dougie.
like it. I like it. I want to keep burning it. I like burning it.
Okay.
Let's burn it.
Okay. You have to hit the non-Dougie part. And it's a little closer than you think, believe it or not, but you still do it. Wow, that's a lot of damage. 20! Burn, baby, burn! The Disco Inferno does not look good. And I think you're done because you had to extend. I think. Dougie,
That's right.
you cannot move. But here's what you can do. You're flat-footed. You're immobilized. You can try to escape, or you could just punch your way out, baby.
I'm punching my way out.
I know what you're doing. You might as well.
I'm
You're
never
not
unarmed.
grabbing me. I'm grabbing you.
No, exactly.
Just do it, man. Do it. Go. Punch.
Yeah, so
Punch Buggy.
punch number 1. 30. All right.
8 points of damage.
Punch number 2. And I figured out a way to miss. I
You
roll
figured
a
out a way to
2.
miss.
I roll a 2 again.
You roll a 2. You roll a 2.
And punch number 3. A 22.
Another
Oh,
8. Another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Good job. And you're done. Black pudding. It's going to hit a Lomang. Does a 27 hit you?
27, green flutter, and it misses.
37 hits you. Do 20 points of damage for its first action.
How much?
20. Second action, it grabs you, Lomang. Third action, it squeezes Lomang like a grape. Give me a fortitude save. Excellent. You make it. Your internal techniques allow you to resist the full damage. You only take 5 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of acid because you are too strong for this creature.
It is messing me up, though.
You're pretty messed up.
Yeah.
So both Dougie and Lomang are like tumbling around inside this thing like the world's worst carnival ride. Basil, you are up.
I don't take any acid
Well,
damage.
take a wild guess. It'll be produce flame yet again.
Okay. Produced flame, and you hit, of course. Do 11
Pretty
points.
crappy damage, though.
It's not looking good. The tumble cycle is almost done. Do you do anything else?
I wish I had a third. I wish I had a better third action, but I'm just gonna cast shield on myself again.
Lomang, you're inside the belly of the beast.
So I can fight my way out.
Yeah.
Right?
just-
I can punch it. All right.
Yeah.
Flurry, let's do it. Full round attack. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to die, so it's you or me. Let's do it.
23. You punch it, and you punch it again. You punch
I
it, you
keep
keep
punching
punching. It just dissolves around you and Dougie. And it's just like-
Where's my... Oh, crane number 3 is 4 also, so...
Okay,
here's a fourth for good.
You're
good
just
measure.
doing it. You're like, I'm gonna go down on the record as attacking 4 times and hitting 4 times in a
I
row.
love it.
Even if it doesn't count, I don't care.
Exactly.
Even the third one hits Dougie.
You accidentally almost hit Dougie. So,
Hey.
good job, fellers. You're out of combat. You've defeated the Black Mold, aka Black Puddings. They are gone. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Though they made a mess of the floor. And
What's
they
that
left
thing?
behind, you see a stone, looks like a stick made of stone. It's like long cylinder,
I'll grab it and
about
hand
the size of a sword.
I hand it over to Gomez.
And you can... Okay.
I think that might be a way of getting into, like, there's like a lever on one of the doorways, I think.
Actually, I tend to be the better identifier of stuff. At least for magic items.
I don't think it's magic. I think it opens up that
It
big
is not magic.
doorway.
Oh, like it's the key to that portcullis.
Yeah,
thing, maybe?
that portcullis or gate. I thought there was like a hole.
Well, let's
or
take a look
something.
at it. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah,
at it
let's do that while we do our hand wave. Burn
The
some
hand
of that
wave heal.
scroll.
Sure. So, Basil, you look at it, and sure enough, it does look like a lever. And on one end, it's smooth, and then the other end, it looks like there are like intricate notches that it would actually go into something. So it looks like there's almost like a key on the bottom part of it, and it's made out of stone, which you realize that's why it wasn't dissolved by the black pudding.
Interesting. Can I hazard a guess whether I think it might match the portcullis stuff? Like either the same construction materials or
you think it would definitely
similar
fit.
size?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely think it would fit.
Like time wise, it was only like an hour since we've been over there. Yeah,
exactly. No, you definitely think this would probably fit in there. You would have to, go over there. It's not that far away if you wanted to look, but yeah, it looks like it can fit.
Yes.
Also, don't forget this hallway, which you didn't get a chance to look at because of the black puddings. You only saw a little bit of this, but obviously it seems to go around more. It continues. So,
right.
Anyhow.
I bet you those are nice, clean hallways, though.
Yeah. One thing you notice is there's not many tracks or animals or dander in any of this area. Them black puddings put an end to that. Let me tell
It
you.
is dust free. All right. Can we do the hand wave?
Yeah, the hand wave
gesture?
heal
Okay,
is
so I'm
fine.
going to go to 92.
It will
Any-
take a little while. I forgot, what's the rules with you guys? Is it every 10 minutes you can do it, every hour?
No,
I'm at every 10 minutes for two
both
people.
Okay.
Same with me.
What about his healing aura thing, though? We could use that too, no? Or does that go away?
No, it's all
Oh,
day.
I got it all day.
Yeah, but it's probably better
That
to
should
use
be
it
a
in
combat
versus-
thing. Yeah, don't use that for.
Oh, it's like once you use it.
Yeah, the only
it
thing I'm
goes.
thinking about is like I know we're just gonna keep on forgetting it. Like, and
Oh,
the time
I
we
won't
come to
forget
use
it.
we
Now
just
that I
won't.
remember.
Well, now that I know
All right,
that it's there, believe me. Yeah, believe
And
me.
that
Yeah,
little,
yeah.
I put the little icon on Gomez that has a 4. That means there's 4 charges left, and then every time you touch it, I'm going to go down by 1.
That'll
So-
totally, believe me, I won't forget that. All right.
All right, good.
What do you guys say? Do you like the gate? I kind of want to check out this room.
Yeah, why don't we go up into the Black Pudding's room and
Yeah.
see what's going on up there?
My curiosity is piqued, and we go into exploration
There's
mode
probably safe fish over here because no one's gonna mess with these black puddings. So
or scouting mode, I guess.
Okay, so you are, well, you can look around. You see a circular room, and to the west, you see, it looks like it would have gone more, but there's a cave in, and there is a little bit of a hallway, but it's very high up. That's 20 feet off the ground, so you'd have to like climb up there, by the way.
Oh, easy. I could jump up there.
You
yep.
could. All of you could. Gomez continues to explore. You continue to explore. You continue to explore. You continue to explore. Stop. You stop exploring. Give me a second. So you are at the apex of the ring. Within the ring is a cylindrical ossuary, accessible from the northern side of the ring via a wrought iron door made of vertical bars, tipped with ornamental castings. The splendored circular tomb fills the center of the central ossuary, on top of
Ossuary,
which
yeah.
is a life-size statue of an ivory cavalier mounted atop a rearing onyx black steed.
Hey! Is that our buddy from earlier, maybe?
You
Yeah.
have to get a little closer, Basil.
So what's the deal with these bars
So
here?
Basil looks a little bit closer, and Basil is 100% sure that that looks just like the Headless Horseman and his steed. And this is a statue of them.
Does it have an inscription?
You do not see let me see, actually, maybe you do. Hold on.
Like a plaque that says what that is? Oh, there's a portcullis there too?
Yes, you see a small plaque that says Fairfroth and Polarin. You were to guess, you would imagine that Fairfroth is the knight and Polarin is the steed.
Interesting. These things look good. They don't look like evil nightmare monster horse and headless guy, right?
No, this is like a heroic knight of Eredin. Like, this has
Paladin, maybe?
maybe, yeah, even a paladin. I mean, he's wearing full plate. He's on a magnificent steed. Looks beautiful.
So does this jog my memory of a recall knowledge on my expert society about local history, important personalities?
Let's
I
see.
remember it's like, oh, he was a thing, and he was a big scandal. He killed his wife, something like that.
He turned to the dark side.
Wow.
Did he slaughter younglings?
No, but I can tell you that yes, you actually do know of this guy.
Good call, Seth.
Yay! So what do I know? So this doesn't say why he would be cursed, but I do know that he was a great hero. All kinds of stories about him, and in the stories, he died defending a village from marauders, sacrificing himself for those he protected. Does not explain why he would now be cursed in this undead state, however.
Well, there's got to be some sort of desecration going on, among other things, for a bunch of black puddings to do, kind of infest his tomb or whatever.
Yeah.
Does that stick that we found open up this portcullis?
No, but it looks like you can open this portcullis if you wanted to and just walk in.
I want to.
Oh, we want to.
Okay. You're able to gently open it and you can walk right in.
Oh, that was easy. That was easy.
You like
I
push
got
it
a closer
open.
look at
Famous
this.
last words.
So You take a closer look, and Lomang notices something.
That's
Lomang
odd.
notices that there appears to be an indentation around his neck where a necklace or chain medallion should be, but it is missing.
Maybe we have one of those. Though. We have those, right?
Oh, yes, we have an extra
did we
one, too.
find a special one somewhere? I thought
No,
did.
we have extra ones.
Well, it looks like you pull out the Eridan ones, and they're way too small and don't match. Like, this looks like a heavy chain. This looks like something that someone would wear on top of their armor, not like a
This guy's been to the
small-
gym. He's got a beefy neck.
Yeah, like the one you're wearing are like little necklaces with a little Eridan symbol on string. This is literally chain links with a gigantic ornament on his chest, like as big as your fist, and it is missing. That's how you
Missing.
notice it, because
Okay.
like his armor is literally etched to hold it because it's so big.
So we are talking about Flava Flav level bling.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
guy.
we're talking
Nice.
about
That's a
yeah.
good
There is a
reference.
timepiece built into his armor.
I like it.
We have to save the flavor.
That's Flava Flav. He is the hype man. We have to save the hype man.
It's actually a sundial here, but yes,
We have
that's
cursed
what
flavor.
All right, so now we know what to look
He's
for.
lamping,
That's
he's
great.
lamping, he's cold lamping. I won't explain how much I know that much about flavor.
Oh, man. All right. That answers. Okay. That's a quest. That is.
So somebody stole the man's gear.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna walk around the rest of the way.
I'll put on my Sherlock Holmes hat though and do an inspection around to see if there's any clues to the details of the crime. Is there forced entry? Like how is this stolen?
Okay. Can spend a little bit of time looking around. You have come to the conclusion that someone opened this door, went to the statue, and took it off.
Like open a door, pick the lock, or open door with a key?
Well, all these doors were open.
This
so-
door was open. This
Just
portcullis was open.
Oh, I see. So just walked in and took it.
Yeah, someone walked in and took it. They desecrated the dead.
They stole a valuable
That's
item.
horrible,
Yes.
he says. Putting the small key that contains all the loot like deeper into his pocket while he's saying that. Like that's terrible. Desecrated. Like, he's stealing things from the grave. That's awful. Who would do such a thing?
I know.
While checking
How
for magic.
terrible.
How
Put
terrible.
this away. Put this all away. Just quickly.
I think we should
Okay.
check this out over
All
here.
right. Oh, yes.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Are you guys ready to?
You see
Back
a
us
little.
up.
You see a little passageway. Little passageway. It's very
it's a
tight.
passageway.
Look at that. It's very tight. It's very, very tight.
Oh, over there. I
This
see
might
it.
require
Oh,
bravery.
was there anything
Lomang.
like thick layer of dust that indicated it happened a long time ago, or not thick layer of dust indicating that it happened relatively recently? Anything like that?
Yes, it looks very recent.
Interesting.
In fact, you can tell because it doesn't look like the black puddings really went into that area. So there was still some dust in there. Like this area is totally dust free because those black puddings just scrubbed it clean. But inside the actual inner circle, the inner sanctum, you can see that someone recently disturbed it, climbed up, and like took it.
So how did they get past the black puddings? That's a little strange.
They might have been like if they ran in or they stealthed it or something. Could be anything really.
I like how tight this passage. The black pudding could have come through this passageway. Lomang, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I will go first.
Okay. Do you see where we are, Basil and Gomez? This is going to be
Yeah,
a
gotcha.
single file situation.
Now I turn this corner. Do I see what I see there? What do I see?
You see,
I see something interesting. I see a token.
A new car! No?
Could be the SUX 3000.
you didn't see a token. I don't know what token you might say. If you
I
do,
do.
those could be spare tokens that I just put like around. So, because you're kind of like in
Okay.
between
Oh.
things. So, there is a hallway that goes about 20 feet to the south, and it opens up to a much larger area. And you can guess that is the cavern that you've been to many, many times. The larger cavern that leads out into the mists. But you can keep a going.
So I go
Okay,
there.
Lomang, there you go. So, this is what you see as you go to the end So you are on top of a ledge, and below you is a rickety old ladder. And there's this rickety old ladder just sort of in front of you that brings you down to a viewing window area. This is to the west and north of a burial chamber. You see small viewing windows that have been carved into the thin cavern walls and peer out towards the pit surrounding the Starstone Citadel. You also see a corridor that leads to the south. And you also see, as you're walking through here, or looking towards through here, you see a large man that is dressed in reds and yellows, and he's got a big old head, and he seems to be talking to himself and just sort of walking around. What do you do?
What's the how far of a drop is this?
There we go. In handouts, that is what he looks like.
Huh.
So
Interesting. He's got a missing tooth.
Yeah, he's got a big old missing tooth. He's big. He's really big. And he's got brown hair. He's human. He's male. And he's wearing a rather flamboyant outfit of reds and yellows. And he is just kind of wandering around. In addition to that, you'll also see he has a short sword on him and some daggers. And you don't know what's underneath his colorful cloaks and
Seems like a
clothing. And he's just sort of wandering and looking, like, he's not really looking around. He's just sort of like muttering to himself. And to go down, I believe that's just like 5 feet down. That's it.
All right. You know what? Let's try to reason with him. He seems reasonable.
But do we all see him?
Dougie can see him, and Lowman can see him. Basil can kind of see him a little bit.
All right, so I'll wait until I can see him before.
Yeah, come over here, Gomez. You need to
I'll describe
negotiate.
him.
So when I can see him, I once again try to recall knowledge from society to try to identify, like, is that the ceremonial god of this god and stuff like that.
Oh no, he's totally wearing the clothes of a skin shaw cultist.
There you go.
But then as you all like gather around, he looks up and sees you, and he's like, good, you're here. Good job making it this far. Come down. I'm Danis. How are you?
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.